everyone, Sandy here, and this is Creative Discovery in PaintShop Pro. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, a very warm welcome. Please click on the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner and then you'll be able to find your way back to my videos. For the rest of this month I'm going to be following the Halloween theme, so this tutorial is based on Halloween theme. I also will use the Halloween theme for Sundays. There are some supplies for this tutorial. The links are in the description box below, so go ahead and grab all of those, and then let's open up PaintShop Pro and hop into this tutorial. Here is a little preview of what we are going to be making in this tutorial. Okay, start off by opening this image you downloaded from Pixabay and duplicate this image and close the original. We are going to resize this by 40% and then sharpen. Right click on your background layer and promote background layer, so you now have a raster layer to work with. You are going to place these two colors into your materials palette, an orange E55F08 and then also a purple 472E3A. Right click on raster 1, click on properties and lower the opacity to 30%. Now we're going to create a gradient with the foreground background gradient, which is this one here. So click on that one, foreground background. I have chosen linear. I've got the angle on 0 and the repeats on 0, and I'm going to put a little bit more purple into it, and I actually want the purple at the bottom, so I'm going to invert that so the purple is at the bottom, and I'm going to change these just to bring in a little bit more purple coming up, and click OK. Now add a new raster layer and flood fill that with the gradient, and then change the blend mode to burn. We're going to add a texture to that. Now if you don't have this texture icon, it is in Effects, Texture Effects, Texture. First of all, set it to the default settings, then locate Fine Canvas, change the size to 25 and the smoothness to 2. Then click OK. Add a new raster layer and flood fill with the purple. Now we're going to apply a mask. So we're going to load mask from disk, and if you don't have the icon, go to Layers, Load Save Mask, Load Mask from disk, and locate the one that was supplied in the zip file, which is called Image 34. Have the settings as mine are: create mask from source luminance, fit to canvas, do not invert the transparency, and hide all mask selected, and click load. Then merge those layers together in that layer group, and you'll find the merge layers in the layers section here. Okay, now we're going to Effects, Photo Effects and Vignette. Now we're just going to use these default settings, so come down here to the bottom right hand corner and click the OK button. We're going to apply an inner bevel, and again click on the default because we're only going to change a couple of these. Change this to number 6. We are going to change the width to 25 and the depth to 3. Then click OK. Then select all, or Control A to select all. Then we're going to go to Select Selection Borders, and again this is in the Selections tab under Modify, right down here at the bottom. And we're going to have Inside selected, Anti-Alias ticked, and a border width of 25, and click OK. Add a new raster layer and flood fill that now with the orange. You may have to replace the gradient that was there. Change the blend mode to soft light and deselect that. Now open these corners and you can just drag the corner from the layer palette onto your image. Grab the move tool and we're going to place it up here in the top right hand corner so that part of the corner is on the border we have created and part of it is in the image. We're going to drag that corner under raster 3, which is going to give it also the effect of raster 3. But we are going to change the blend mode to difference, just to darken it a little tiny bit. Duplicate that layer and then mirror horizontal and mirror vertical. Those mirror tools are under image mirror and they're both there. Now grab your text tool, and I have used Headhunter, which I have supplied in the zip file. I have placed the text on 128. I have got orange in the foreground and purple in the background. I have a stroke width of 2 and I am using it as a vector so I can adjust it. I'm just going to type the word Halloween. And click the apply changes. Now if you have typed it way off and you can't grab the handle in the middle, just activate the pick tool and you'll be able to grab it somewhere, drag it into the center. I am going to adjust my sides. So the sides of the text are going to line up with vertical line of the mask. So I'm going to pull that into there and then I will pull the other side into that vertical line. I don't really want it sitting over that little pumpkin ghost's head, so I'm going to raise it just above that. Then I am going to apply an inner bevel and you will have to click OK with this next window that pops up. Again, I like to reset to the default and then go from there. I am going to change the bevel to number 2 and then I am going to change the width and the depth to 5. Then click OK. I'm going to take the pick tool off because I've got the bounding box there and I don't really want that. Now apply a drop shadow. We are going to apply a few drop shadows here. We're going to have 2 in the vertical and horizontal, 100 in opacity and 0 blur. Now the first one we're going to do is a grey, which is this light grey in the recent colours box. That one first. Then I am going to repeat the drop shadow with the orange. Then I'm going to repeat it again with the purple. And then one more with the grey that we originally used. Now before you merge all the layers together, just make sure you've got everything where you want them, your corners and your text particularly. And then you can merge all that together and you're finished. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, and if you're in our Facebook group, please share your creations over there. There is a link to the Facebook group up the top. And if you do join the Facebook group, please answer all 3 questions or your application will be denied. We do need to know that you're a real person and that you are joining for PaintShop Pro reasons. The Facebook group is for sharing only. It is not a learning group. Our learning course is over on the website. There's also a link in the description box below for that course. So check that out if you feel you need help learning PaintShop Pro, especially if you're a beginner or maybe you're coming back to PaintShop Pro after a long absence from it, or maybe you're new to PaintShop Pro 2022 and you can't work it out. Okay, we'll have fun with that tutorial and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.